How dirty this is. We get this pond a little bit cleaner. We're gonna put a bunch of like mini pond monsters in here. We're gonna restore this pond to its former glory. But first, we gotta keep cleaning. And after over an hour of scrubbing, we actually revealed a pond liner that actually had some really good potential. And now that this pond is clean, I want to restore this thing back to its former glory, guys. And this pond right here was sitting in that giant junk pile. I'm sure all of the metal pieces that would actually turn this thing into an aquarium probably there too. So we started tearing through the junk pile looking for anything that would actually go on the abandoned pond. So we have a couple legs right here and we have these corners right here. And for now, I think it's actually maybe doable to actually salvage like part of the pond. So we grabbed the abandoned pond and we opened it up and started installing all of the metal rods that would actually be the structure to the pond. Look at this, guys. We found enough pieces to actually do one whole side of the abandoned pond. I'm gonna go back over there to the junk pile, see if we can find some more miscellaneous parts. So we ran back over to the junk pile and we started finding all of the parts that we actually needed. Alright guys, we did find a couple more pieces that are very, very useful, but guys, now that I'm looking through all of it, I think that there's still going to be a couple parts that we just can't find from the abandoned pond. So we added the extra pieces from our junk pile to our pond. And look at this, guys, the abandoned pond is actually standing now, but this whole entire corner is missing. I think for now, I have an easy fix. Guys, look at this. Let's see if these cinder blocks will work. And believe it or not, the cinder block actually fit perfectly. And don't worry guys, this cinder block right here is just temporary. I'm actually going on my phone right now to actually order all of the missing parts for our abandoned pond. Okay, ordered. So it's actually going to be here tomorrow, guys. And to make sure that there's no leaks in our abandoned pond, we added some fish-friendly water from the Jaws pond. And guys, I think if there was an abandoned pond in that giant junk pile in my backyard, there's a really good chance that there's also an abandoned filter system living back there as well. So let's go see if we could revive that thing too. So we started tearing through the junk pile. And not only did we find one, but we found multiple abandoned filter systems that we've actually used over the years. This is also a filter system too, but not the one I'm after. Right there, look. This is not a homemade filter like I've made in the past, but guys, this is a giant Flueville filter system right here, and this will actually hook on and do everything that we need for this abandoned pond. This is actually perfect. So I walked over to the pond and started setting up the filter system. That right here is where all of the water is actually going to shoot out from, and then right here is our intake. We got to put that on as well. Alrighty guys, this is the moment of truth. Is this old filter system going to work, or are we going to have to go get something different? Here we go. Oh, it's looking like it is. Come on. Oh, right there. Nice. Look at that. Let's go. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Yo, let's go. And guys, now that the filter is actually set up and the pond's running, I've actually been keeping a secret from you guys because earlier, when I actually ordered some spare parts for the pond, I also ordered our very first fish to add to the aquarium. My buddy should be here any minute, and it's actually an amazing fish. And after 5 minutes of waiting, our fish had arrived. Oh. Thank you. Absolutely. Look at this, guys. Whoa. Guys, inside of this box right here is a super rare fish. And now this fish that is in here is actually the first step, actually reclaiming the once glory that this abandoned pond actually used to have. We're going to put him right inside of here. Alrighty, guys, let's see what's in there. You ready? Oh, look at that. It's actually an albino arowana, guys. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, yeah. Welcome. Look at that pig. Let's go. Believe it or not, I got an arowana the same size as that. And I actually grew that thing massive. And it all started from this pond right here. And now that the giant abandoned pond's set up, I want to see the type of fish that are actually living inside of this prime pond right here. And if there's anything cool that is actually living inside of this prime pond right here, I actually want to scoop it up and add it to the abandoned pond that we just set up. And guys, while I'm scooping this pond, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Shopify. Guys, I've been using Shopify for over 5 years to run my business. And guys, if you didn't know, Shopify is a super powerful tool that actually helps you start and run your very own business. Oh wow, look at those koi fish, they're gorgeous. And guys, when I first started selling my raw fishing merch, I actually didn't know how to build a store or actually deliver orders. Wow, they're beautiful. And guys, Shopify actually made it super simple. It's actually like having a full business toolkit to help me do all of my orders and run my business. And the best part is you can design your store however you want and make it actually fit your theme of your brand, just like I did. I can track exactly where all of my customers are actually coming from, manage sales, and even run marketing all in one place. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Whoa. That's definitely definitely going in the abandoned ponds. And with Sidekick, Shopify's new AI assistant, I can get detailed insights and have it do creative problem solving just by asking one simple question. Oh, welcome to the pond, buddy. And now instead of spending hours figuring out tech stuff, I can spend more time doing what I love, like scooping up epic fish for all of my amazing epic ponds. Look at this thing. Oh my god, this thing is huge! That's definitely going in the abandoned ponds. And if you guys have ever thought about starting your very own business, you guys can actually start your very own at Shopify.com. Or just scan this QR code right here on the screen. And of course, start a free trial today at Shopify.com/raw fishing. And guys, let's keep on scooping all of the fish out of this pond to see what fish we're gonna add to the abandoned pond. And that's exactly what we did. We scooped and scooped some more, and we actually caught a bunch of fish out of the prime pond. So we walked over all of the fish over to the abandoned pond, and we started looking at them. And we saw some crazy looking fish, like this really cool barbed fish, a giant eel, some colorful koi fish. But guys, which one of these fish would actually go inside of the abandoned pond? Oh my gosh, this is so sick. This right here is a giraffe-nosed catfish. He is definitely joining the gang, along with this gorgeous koi fish, this really epic barbed looking fish, and the rest of these guys we're actually going to put in the ground pond, along with a bunch of other koi and different fish that we actually got a while ago. And guys, this pond right here is actually looking super cool, but honestly guys, now looking at it, I feel like we could definitely add some more fish to this little mini pond. And guys, I have the perfect place to go to get some inspiration on what giant monster fish that we need to actually add to our abandoned mini pond, guys. So we hopped in the car and drove over to my best friend Austin's house. And guys, we're here to get a little bit of inspiration for our very own pond back at the Raw Fam. Now that I'm looking at this monster pond, it's mostly giant little red tails and little catfish, which we're definitely lacking on. And looking right here, there's also a peacock bass. Oh my gosh, that is super fast. I've come to a conclusion that we definitely need some red tail catfish. And there's only one place to catch giant red tail catfish. And that's why we hopped in the truck and drove all the way over to Monster Lake. Alright guys, and now we just got over to Monster Lake. And if you guys come here, there should be some giant pond monsters that actually live right here. And that's actually why I brought this bucket filled with all different types of big giant pieces of bait. And before we try and catch a little pond monster for our abandoned pond, we gotta see if the
sorry guys. Bombarding.
They actually want to feed this thing to their pets. So I got out my sharpest knife, and I actually planned on cutting the monster into pieces. And well, that was easier said than done. It's like sandpaper. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. So that right there, some people would eat it, shark fin soup. I hear it's a delicacy, but guys, we gotta see every piece of it, because nothing can go to waste. So we continued cutting, and we actually got all of the fins off this giant monster. We're gonna take our knife, and we're gonna run directly down it, and we're gonna take off this giant loin that probably weighs like 100 pounds. So we took our cutters, and we ran it down the backbone, and we actually got off a giant slab. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. Our first giant chunk of fish.
I know.
Just like that. So over the next 2 hours,
It
we
is
took our cutters and we got as much shark meat off of this thing as we could, and we completely filled up
the
this
ganda
pool.
fish
And now
is
this
the
giant
koi
monster is
fish,
actually
the
inside of this
Japanese
cooler. We
koi
actually have to
fish.
go inside of
It
this
is
cooler
so
right
cool.
here, and we have to grab out
so
this
cute.
giant piece of shark. Because now it's time to cut up the bridge monster into bite-sized pieces. This should be enough food right here to actually feed all the monsters. So we grabbed our giant fillet of shark and we actually headed over to Monster Lake. And now it's time to get our giant piece of bridge monster out of the bag so we can start cutting it up to the monsters. And now guys, we're just going to cut giant pieces just like that for the giant monsters that live here. But guys, will the shark actually attract all of the monsters? Or will they smell it and be scared? Come here, pond monsters. Come on. Oh my gosh. As soon as I just put it in the water, a giant catfish just came up, and I think he wants to eat the giant piece of shark. Look, that one right there. There's one right there. Oh. Not only did they love the shark, they ate the whole entire piece. But guys, there's multiple monsters right here up on top that are actually like frenzying for the shark. So I grabbed my cutters, and this time, not only did we cut up one giant piece, but we actually cut a couple giant pieces for all of the pond monsters to enjoy. Alrighty guys, you guys ready? Here we go. Uh-oh. Look at him, he's right there. He's right there. Eat it. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? He was down there for sure. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at him. He's right there. Here we go. Oh! Oh! But guys, there's actually one monster in here that I think is killing everything, and it's actually attacked me before. And well, guys, I don't see the monster. So let's go back to the Raw fam, feed all of our crazy monsters, and then we'll come back and see if we can feed that giant monster some of our shark, because we have plenty of it. So see you guys back at the Raw fam. So we cut up our giant shark into bite-sized pieces for the monsters. And well, trust me, all of these animals are crazy, but are they crazy
It's
enough
the koi.
to feed the giant bridge monster?
It's the
So we walked over
koi
to our first
Japanese
monster to see if he was ready to
fish.
prove himself. And guys, he is crazy. Shadow, you hungry, buddy? Hi, Shadow. Uh-oh.
It is cutie.
He ate the whole thing. Oh, here we go, guys. This is the monster that is going to eat the bridge.
No, how about small?
Back up, back up.
How about small?
Guys, if he's able to eat the giant bridge monster, then he could certainly take a finger off. But guys, how does the next monster stack up
What's
against
the
Shadow?
view?
Just a normal piece of meat isn't going to be enough of a test for my monsters over here. Oh my gosh. The fish and monsters over here at the Raw fam, these animals are nuts. I do think, though, I have a
Top 10 most beautiful.
I think we should try feeding those giant This is a giant knife right here, and I can't even cut through it. I didn't even make a tent. But guys, they're my giant pond monsters. They would actually eat this.
Most beautiful. Look, whoa. Those are so tender. Yellow butterfly.
I wish I had a fish with this ganda.
Actually, a giant bridge monster. If I was a monster like this one, I'm gonna make a piece for the giant monster.
Oh, I see that bubble.
I think that's the most. I can see it.
The 10 facts most beautiful fish in the world won.
Which one is the most safest?
There was nothing left.
It
And now that pretty much all of the giant bridge monster is finally fed, just right there, almost all gone. Now we're gonna go over to one of my friends'
It's the
house
most
to see if we can feed the
baho
last
fish.
couple pieces of that
Most
giant slab that we cut up to one of his swamp monsters. So we hopped in the truck and we drove over to one of my friends' animal farms. And over here is a bunch of exotic animals, like otters, emus, cassowaries, and even giant fish. But guys, the animals we're going to be feeding is actually inside of this giant cage right here. So we're going to undo the giant locks. We're going to be walking in with the monster. Guys, look right there. Here we go.
I'm Chef Dad.
Oh!
This.
Oh! Hey guys, can you believe that?
Ever heard of surstrumming? It's called the
bridge monster.
This is
These giant
surstrumming.
strips right here are perfect for
The
feeding
most
giant
baho
predators
fish.
over at my
It
friend's
was
house.
turned
Here we go,
into
guys.
food.
Oh! There we go. So
No.
sick is that? We're good. Guys, those things were coming out after us. Now, let's get over to that cooler, because we got a lot of monsters to feed. Let's do it. So we ran over to our cooler, and we took it all the way over to Monster Lake. And let's see if we can attract anything to the dock real quick. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on. Oh my gosh. What is that? Something just came up. Oh my gosh. Look, it's a giant turtle. Look at that thing, guys. It's like Godzilla. Oh, right there. Oh, they're fighting. They're fighting over it. Oh! But guys, that wasn't
No,
the monster
I want
was after.
cookies.
So I cut the monster up into bite-sized pieces, and then I started throwing it in the water. And now that they're used to these little bite-sized pieces, oh, there's one right there. There's a monster right there. Try to Guys, the monsters are definitely coming in the dock. The chum's working. And he got the chum working.